I'm back again. And what do you know? The facts keep being updated and I keep being proven right. It's because my haters, and again, I have haters. They are on my page trying to falsely accuse me of stuff that I didn't even do. Like you can't use the comments on my page showing that I did nothing of what you said and trying to say I disprove it. You don't have proofs. Read what actually happened. But they don't. They always do that. So now we have it more numbers in. Like always, uh, we got new numbers come in, latest detail. So we're gonna go down in order and stuff. What we have here. Let's see. Snow White is a hit. Is it gonna break even? It possibility of it hitting because again, a lot of people don't get this. I'm gonna use the numbers they have here. To break even, the movie had to make its cost back. Studios get the majority of the money from the box office. So for this movie to break even, oh come on, this is why I need to set this up. It always does this. This is what I need to make to break even. Again, advertising, marketing, advertising, post production costs. Buying the screens, have a screen set aside is all in the post production cost, and that costs around roughly 50% of the production cost. Which means at the highest, it needed to make 444 million. Will it make that? Don't know yet. But this is what it need to make the break even. This is just going on based off this. We don't know the actual production cost yet, but okay, well, we know it's doing. It started out doing really well. This is what they're. This is a projection of what people saying there, but we don't know yet. It says this is what it says here. Like it said, this is the budget. This was the production cost, but it's saying different here, so that's why I always have to double check stuff. Cause what is being reported and what? Oh come on. I mean, what's being reported in one place and what's being reported and saying in another place doesn't always equal the same. So now this is the what they need to break even. Because again, post production cost is roughly 50%. You know how it's so much higher on these movies? Like stuff said it's higher, and then it come out later that no, it's not. Because they report on what they think is happening. Also, again, people are saying the worst part of the movie is Gal Gadot, and I have been saying this for months and years now. Not probably not. I probably don't have video on it, but Gal Gadot cannot act. She's a pretty face, and that's it. I have watched so many movies with her in it, from Shazam to Fast and Furious, which I forgot she was even in those movies. Like I watched the first what 5 Fast and Furious movies, and they say she was in a movie. I'm like, wait, what? When? She was that bad. I forgot she was in those movies. I haven't watched the latest one because now they went on to the whole superpower stuff. I'm like, okay, but I watched the first five. Oh, I remember watching Tokyo Drift, little Bow Wow, well Bow Wow now, but it was interesting. And I watched the next two movie. I'm like, yeah. After that, I'm like, eh. But yeah, she is just so bad. It's just so bad. I am trying to find out the latest report, but yeah, when you look at multiple places, they say different stuff. Now, a lot of people don't understand this. See how this finally was updated? That's how it always been. The box office numbers they put up, they projected are estimates. When you see 00 and stuff at the end, they are estimates. It take a while for them to be fully updated. Now people are like, well, the estimates are already close, always close to what actually happened. Why do you think they are all in green? They are not the actual number. They are all estimates. Not a single one of these are what actually happened. Now, could they come within a range? Yes. But again, doesn't make change the fact they are estimates. They are not the actual numbers. And a lot of times, they have been wrong plenty of times before. So they'll put up the estimate and then later on they have to update it because the estimate they had up was wrong. But again, you won't know that because haters don't look deeper into stuff. So, so far, again, it's just been out for 2 weeks. It just hit 2 weeks yesterday. And in those 2 weeks, this is what is made. But you have to remember, this is before the international numbers come in. This is from last week international numbers. So outside of here, outside from here to here, these days, these 7 days, are the numbers for this week. This number right here is the international number from last week. It haven't been updated yet. It was put in and saved and was being worked on all this week. That's why when you look at international numbers, you see a lot of them are outdated. They're outdated. They're from last week. Look, the 30th. That was Monday. That means they got it. And you see how some of them, look how some of them at the bottom are just add in. Because they was received last week and they are just finally being fully calculated and put in this week. 30th. This is what happens. Some of these places take longer because they don't do theirs all digitally. A lot of them still do it analog, which means they basically write it down and then send it off to the box office, which takes days to get to them. That's why you see this is on the third, but they probably got this in. This is the number from last week, last Thursday. Second here, same thing here. A lot of these numbers take long to come in. And you see how it's on the 31st? Again, these are the ones that put it in digitally, and but it still take time for them it to be properly calculated. So that means the 31st number is coming from as early as the 27th to the 28th. So Thursday or Friday from the week before. Look how this number is on the 25th of March, and it's only 1 week. It's so far outdated. This is what I'm telling people. International numbers are not calculated right then and there. It takes some time for them to come in. That's why when you look at these numbers, you see that the international numbers, even the international numbers today, come in 0 0 on the end because it takes some time to update. So all of these has finally been updated, and this is what Captain America made this week. But again, these are domestic numbers. These international numbers are from the week before. The new international numbers should be coming in, start coming in now, but you won't see it posted or updated until next week, Monday or Tuesday for some of them. And then you won't see the rest until Wednesday or Thursday or Friday because that's how long they can take to come in. So they are always going to be roughly 3 to 7 days behind. So, Mufasa. Let's look at Mufasa again. Mufasa has broke the 720 mean numbers as we predicted, and it's still doing fairly well. It's now starting to drop out, but with weekend box office numbers, we saw a spike in it. Where is it? Saw a fairly decent spike come in. So based on this number, it got 1 to 2 more weeks in the theaters, and that depending on how it goes, it these number on. See how the international number here is different from over here? Because again, not updated. It take a while for them be updated. So if this keep up, I'm going to try to pull it up. If this keep up, it look like Mufasa numbers are going to like vastly surpass. Like Mufasa domestic numbers going to surpass signing international and domestic number. The way it's looking, like it's so close to doing that right now. It could do that by the end. So in the next 2 weeks, it could end up passing Sonic domestic number. Internet domestic number could end up passing three domestic and total number. It's gonna come close. I mean, it's already close, but it's gonna come even closer. Like, look how close it is. Like now, depending on how the international number come in, it can, you know, with the international numbers, pass the Sonic 3 total numbers. It's gonna come close. Again, it's gonna come close, but it's still a possibility that it can end up passing. But the total worldwide number it's not even close. Sonic 3 is what, that's roughly 68, 67% below. Like it, so that's roughly 32 to 33%. Mufasa had 33% higher. That means 2/3 of what Mufasa made is what Sonic made. And I still get haters on my pages and stuff saying that Mufasa lost. I don't get it. You look at the domestic open and it's like, well, look, if you only look at the domestic, and then I get haters saying, so again, I'm gonna click the mess up so you can see it. Say Sonic 3 domestic and made 62 bit. It's 60, 60. Look at the numbers. You can literally see it. It's right there. Look, opening weekend, 60 billion. You say it made 62, but it made 60. International number. When you look at the international numbers that week, it made 61 billion. If you look at only the opening domestic box office number, you would think, oh, Sonic won, Sonic won. And then you look at the total numbers, like, oh, no, Mufasa actually won. And they're like, Disney cheated. Okay, where's your proof? Like, well, we don't have any proof. We were just told Disney cheated. But I'm like, okay, I don't take your word. I asked you for proof. You don't have any. Dismiss. I show like Opening weekend, Mufasa made 122 million. 122.2 million. Proof. Okay, how did Disney cheated that? 122.2 million. They expect to make 150 million and made 122.2 million. And how did Disney cheat it? It made twice as much. 33 there total the same week. Sonic 3 made 61 million. Mufasa made 122.2 million. It made more than double Sonic 3 made opening week. And then you're like, well, no, Sonic 3 won. It's like, you're so bad at math. You're so bad at math. They're like, well, see, Sonic made more percentage. I'm like, that doesn't matter. That percentage wise does not matter. Why? You look at the actual dollar amount. You can use percentage to try to finagle and say, well, Sonic 3 made more per it production costs in the percentage wise. I'm like, well, in a dollar wise, Mufasa made, even when you look at that, Mufasa still made roughly 200 million more than Sonic 3. So if you look at you like, it made more than Sonic budget. The difference, it made more in the difference between Sonic and Mufasa production budget. Then the total cost and everything. Like, you look at this. This is what Sonic 3 made. Mufasa's still making it. This number is going to be updated again because it's still out. But again, this is how you figure out which movie made more. I put Mufasa first because this is a bigger number. I know. Hard for you to get. Mufasa is going to end up making over 230 million. You want to know how ironic that is? It could end up making more. And the difference, it could end up making, and the difference could be more than what Sonic 3 made domestically. It's that close. The difference, like, you look at this. This is Sonic 3 domestic number. This is the difference. Look how close that is. The difference between the two here, the worldwide difference. Like, come on. The new international come up numbers could come in and the difference can be higher than Sonic 3. Then we look at the production cost. This is what the production cost, 200 million. We can look at Sonic. It's I want no, I got to do it this way. Stop doing that. Oh shit, I should have picked something. So this is what the production cost of Sonic. I'm gonna pull up Mufasa too to show you. See the difference, right? But when you go up here, you see the difference here and here and here and here. You see that the difference between their production cost is 78, roughly 78 million, right? The difference between what they made here is more than double that. Is well, it's gonna be double that by the end of this. Let me see. This number. Let's see what. So so this is the difference. This is how much of the difference between the box office total of both movement. It made 33%. So by the end of this, it could be lower than 33%. That means the difference is almost 1/3 of what the difference between each movie. The box office difference, no, the production cost difference is almost 1/3 of what the difference between each movie made at the box office. 1/3. That means almost three times the difference. By the end of this, it could be three times the difference. With the international number come in, it could end up being three times the difference. Depending on where everything falls. In 2 weeks, it could be three times the difference. When the international number drop, it can end up being three times the difference. Three times. So you're saying Sonic 3 won. But the difference between what they made up, and people are like, well, studios, movie dealers take half of the ticket sale. No, they don't. They never do. They never have. At most, AMC is the highest when it comes to that, and even they take at most 30%. AMC, I keep saying AMD, AMC, AMC is the highest when it comes to that. They take roughly 30% of ticket sales at the highest after a month or so. That's AMC. So they take the highest. That means all the other theaters take less than them, which means the average when you look at other theaters between is roughly 20%, maybe 10% after even after 2 to 4 weeks. So you're saying AMC take more than what they actually do, which is false. But even if I give you that, even if I give you that AMC took half of this, that's still more than the difference between both movies. I'm gonna cut this in half. Ugh. This is still going to be higher because simple math. It's just math. It's still higher. Even if I cut Mufasa, the difference in Mufasa, it's still higher than the difference between both movies. And the production. Again, they don't understand. And they're like, well, your number is false and you're a liar. I'm like, how is this false? Where is the false? You can see it on the screen. Where is anything I say is false? Am I hiding it? Where is this false? How's the box animal false? And they're like, Disney cheated at the theaters and uh took more screens away from Sonic. No, it didn't. Sonic just dropped off the cliff after the first 5 days. Because again, look, number one, it's the Mufasa started to be number one, and then had a streak of number ones. Why? It's because Sonic don't have lasting power. That's why it's already out of theaters. Again, that's why look, Sonic has been pulled from all theaters on the 20th. Mufasa is still in theaters today. Look, box office number even today. Look, it's in green, and Mufasa is still in theaters. It's still in at least 500, 150 theaters. You can see that. This is proof. Mufasa lasted longer than Sonic in theaters. I mean, what if I have to? I'm about to go back and check this because now I'm wondering. Did one or two get pulled yet? Uh, I don't think it did, but it could have. Let's see. It could this have been the last day of Moana 2? Nope. I'm trying so hard not to laugh at them. I'm trying so hard not to laugh at the haters. Even Moana 2 is still in theaters. It came out 3 weeks before Sonic did and lasted longer in theaters. It come on now. Come on now. It came out 3 weeks before Sonic did and lasted longer than Sonic in theaters. Damn. That's just bad. Sonic is getting stopped by still getting stopped. Sonic is getting stopped by Moana 2, which came out after it, and still get. Oh, you kidding me? Like, before I get out, I want to look here. These are the domestic numbers of what movie made since January 1st. Captain America: Brave New World. I haven't even talked about Captain America: Brave New World yet that much. Well, Captain America: Brave New World in first place. Mufasa in second. Dogman is in third. Sonic 3 is a Dogman is beating Sonic 3 here. Yes, it came out recently, but look how it shouldn't be this close. Snow White is catching up to Sonic 3. Oh, again, Moana 2 shouldn't be this close to Sonic 3. Moana 2 came out literally 3 weeks before Sonic. Almost a full month. Almost full month. So it came out, do the math. It came out 3 weeks before and lasted right now over a week longer. I mean, it has gonna have 2 weeks by the end of this if it get pulled this next week. Because the like it's going on its last day. It lasted 2 weeks longer at the theaters after Sonic 3. That means it came out. It's gonna have 5 to 6 more weeks in theaters than Sonic 3. 5 to 6. That means Mufasa can end up having another 4 to 6 weeks in theaters. It could. It could get pulled in 2 weeks. We don't know yet. Where again, how theaters remove stuff is based on how many people are coming to see for that week. If literally that, that week a bunch of you are seeing nobody coming to see movies, they're just gonna pull it next week because there's no sense of running a movie that's not pulling bringing people in, and that's what happened with Sonic. Sonic 3 had a good start, good strong start, and then it died out. Mufasa had a decent start, and then it just rose to the top. And my hair was like, no, Mufasa didn't beat Sonic 3 weekly for those weeks. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Are you sure? How is number one here and here? What? No, that can't be the case, right? Are you sure? What? Oh, it's number one here as well. Last week it was number one. Sonic 3 had that first week. Mufasa has 3 weeks as number one. Sonic 3 has one. Are you sure about that? Are you really sure that Mufasa didn't beat Sonic 3, even though it number one here? And then you go on to next year. Then you go on to next year. It's number one here and here. And then even Captain America: Brave New World have 3 weeks. Sonic has one. Mufasa had 3 weeks. Sonic had one. No, White had at least one, so they tied with Sonic. Are you sure? Hell, we don't even know this week. It has some number. It had Snow White has more number one spots than in Sonic 3 day to day. I mean, Captain America. Come on, look at the new Captain America have far more. Like it was just number one for what is this 2 3 weeks? No, no, yeah, no, 3 weeks. It just hit 3 weeks. Number one spot for 3 weeks. It's still went to number two here. Damn. So again, look, it's Sonic has didn't make 500 million. This is slowly catching up. International numbers and everything could this could easily catch up and be Sonic 3 if it has lasting power. If this lasts in the theaters and the international numbers come in and just boom, this blow up, this could make 500 million. It still has a chance. Because again, you look at the movies. This movie only. Let me try to put it where it's only movie only been out 2 months. Mufasa has been out longer. It's going on. This is going on. Wow, it's been out 4 months, right? Oh no, no, it's not. Keep hitting the wrong thing. I'm going back. It's been out 4 months now. Four. Going. This is the. Yeah, no, it's been out four full months now. No, going on 4 full months, right? And they still think Sonic 3 won. Like you can't make this stuff up. I am showing you the facts. I'm showing you what happened. Again, I'm giving Sonic 3 the first 5 days. It's had a strong domestic opening. I'm giving it domestic only first 5 days. Start out strong. That's all I can give it because internationally, and total, Mufasa destroys Sonic 3. Mufasa made 122.2 million opening week the Sonic 61 million opening week. And then here's the thing. They said Mufasa wasn't gonna be Sonic from the start, and they say when Sonic 3 come out internationally, it's just gonna blow Mufasa out of the water. And we see that not the case now. But they keep lying. Even Captain America Brave New World thought out stronger domestic opening than Sonic. Could Willie end up beating Sonic with the international numbers and everything? Could. It could end up making 500 million. We don't know where it's going to sit when it ends. Could it catch up to Sonic? It's going to catch up to Sonic. I mean, that's regardless. Where will it end? We don't know yet. It's still in sixth place. So it has a possibility. I mean, I don't know. If this movie stay in theaters in July, there's a good chance you're gonna see a spike. But Snow White is doing fairly decent. This movies have to always have the same drop every week. You see a roughly 60% drop every week during this time. That's how movie. That's standard for movie. You only see movie go up and by a lot during Christmas. That's always the case. Anyway, later.